I'm John McDowell, and today we're going to take a quick look at all the features in Adobe Premiere Rush. So we're not going to do a full tutorial on how to build a project and fully walk through a project. We're going to look at the features inside Adobe Premiere Rush. Now, if you want a full tutorial, they actually have a pretty good one when you first open Premiere Rush, and this Philippines trip is the one that comes in as a sample project as soon as you start Adobe Premiere Rush, and it walks you through all the features of the program, and that's pretty nice. But today we're going to use our own media and create a new project just to see how we can do it. Let's do that. Create a new project. And as soon as you click Create a New Project, it asks you to select your media that you're going to use for the project. And I've put all my media in this little folder. It takes a second for the media to load in. So just give it a second. And then you'll notice that as you click things, then the numbers appear in the order that you selected the media. And that's the order that is going to import them as well. If you click down here, you can add a title. And if you select the little gear icon, now you can select which aspect ratio you'd like this to be in. And I recorded this in 16:9 with a computer in mind, but if you were doing this for Instagram or Facebook or some other social media, then you might want to use one of these other aspect ratios. And that might require you to record a little bit differently too, so that you had some footage that would fit in those sizes. Okay, so we're going to select 16:9 and hit OK, and then we're going to go down here and click Create in the bottom right. And it takes a second for it to prepare the media. You'll see that it's loading here. But as soon as it does, it will come up with our media and we'll have a whole lot of controls to look at. Let's look at all the features. Look at all the controls in here. Let me close that little window. All right. And the first thing you'll see here in the middle, under the picture, is our player controls, which lets you play the video and audio. Yep. And you'll notice right off the bat there that if I am actually making a video out of this, then I wouldn't want all that dead space at the beginning, and I wouldn't want that extra talking in there, so I'd want to cut that off. And you saw me move my little blue marker down here to where it's right before she comes in with the watering can, and I'm going to select the little scissors icon. And if you hover over any of the icons in this program, they show you what they do. So this is really an easy and user-friendly, quick little program. It's not the most powerful in the world, but they have better products out there. But and Adobe has a better product too. But this is a really good one for quick little videos that you want to use on social media. This is a good one. So I'm going to select that little clip that I cut out, and then I'm going to click the trash can to get rid of it. And now we have a new starting point for our video. And you'll see that she comes in with a watering can right away. And there are a couple of other things that we could do. Let's say we wanted to make a couple more cuts in here when she has the shovel down. Wait for me to zoom in. And as soon as she puts the dirt down, we can cut out again. Watch this. So we'll go from here to here, and it'll zoom in. And it'll look like it was the same shovelful. In sections like that, you don't really need to transition from one space to the other. Sometimes it's good to have a little jump cut in there where it zooms in like that or jumps to another scene. It kind of holds the attention of the viewers. But sometimes you want a transition in there. Here I change the camera angle from being right here. I'm going to cut it right there and get rid of that little clip. So you see it go from there to there. And that's kind of rough. So let's add a transition to it. Let's start looking at these features of this program here. So here we have the special effects, and we can click things like dissolve. Now there are a whole bunch of different ones in here, wipe and slide and pan and zoom. But what that does is it adds a little transition effect.
All right, good.
to the end of that video going into the next little clip. Okay, from one clip to the next. And that's how you use those transitions. Okay, those are transitions. Next, you have the color panel here. This allows you to add LUTs, or lighting scenarios, or filters as you might call them. So there are different ones there. We can make it a little brighter, you can make it cool, whatever look you're going for. You can add a color scenario there. Speed ramping allows you to slow down or speed up at the end or the beginning or even the middle of a clip. You just have to kind of put it where you want it. So you can slow down and then speed up. Let's get rid of that. Over here we have the audio track. So we could actually change the audio track that we have currently selected. And you'll see right now the audio is embedded in this video strip that I have selected. So I'm not going to use that control right now. I'm going to show you another way to do that in a second. And then there's the crop and rotate tool here. If you wanted to add some video, you could put an overlay in here and scale it down. All right, and then we also have this menu over here. This is the duplicate button. It lets you duplicate the clip that was currently selected. You saw how that one duplicated. I'm going to undo and you'll see it remove it back. The trash can obviously gets rid of clips that you don't want. And I love this little feature right here. And this is expand your audio. It separates your audio from your video track. Now you see that it's a separate track. And if you click this bottom one down here, that's your control tracks icon. And it lets you change all the tracks a little separately. So you can actually mute this one and then add in your own audio. So we could go up to the blue plus sign and click add media, and we'll click on audio. We'll go to soundtracks and look for instrumental music, and we'll just select one and then add it. Now it will add it wherever your marker was at. If we want it at the beginning of the video, we either need to put our marker there or we can click and drag it to where it needs to be. You can get to titles from both add media as well as the little title icon over here. It's the graphics icon. It looks like a little globe with a T on it for text. But then you can add all kinds of graphics. This one takes a second to load in. Whenever you add a new graphic, that's going to take a second. And I don't like where it is, so I'm going to move it down here. I'm going to put it near the beginning of the video. And it really takes a second to load in and process. Come on. There we go. Yes, we haven't been automatically able to save. Yes, I know. That's the first time I've seen that little error message pop up. Now I'm waiting on this to actually select. There we go. You want to be able to move it around to a good location. So you kind of have to select outside of it and then drag it up to move. Depending on how much stuff you have going, your processor might be a little bit slow at that. But that looks pretty good right there. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it was a little bit staggered there because I'm still processing, especially since I'm recording at the same time that I'm editing. You get the idea there. Now you have a look at all the basic features of Adobe Premiere Rush. It's a pretty nice little program. Let's look at the finished product.